So my credit card was denied? I don't have any other form of payment on me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to spit on you. Oh my gosh. It wasn't me. It was the dog. Congratulations. When's the baby due? Oh, I'm sorry. So you're not pregnant. In today's video, gents, we're talking about awkward situations and how to overcome the embarrassment. First up, let's talk about awkward situations that are the result of the loss of a bodily function. You sneeze and it goes all over that person next to you. You burp. That was a lot louder than what you thought it was going to be. Your stomach in that interview is making all types of noises. We all have this stuff happen to us. Okay, you're human. But what actions do you take? So yeah, you can make light of the situation, you can make fun of it, but you can also choose to ignore it. And there's a lot of power with this. Let's take you're in the interview, your stomach's making all types of noises. And you just simply say, hey, I'm here to get the job. I'm going to power forward. Nothing I can do about these noises. The interviewer, who is a professional, is going to say, you know, this person's keeping everything in check. I'm just going to ignore it as well. Now with that sneeze example, you're affecting another person. They're taking their glasses off and they're wiping the mucus off. You did not intend to do this, but it did affect another person, so you want to make sure to apologize. The next awkward situation, your body isn't able to do what it used to be able to do. You used to be able to party and drink all weekend, go to work on Monday, you were fine. Now, you're dragging. You used to be able to go to the gym 7 days a week and you didn't need any rest days. You could eat anything. Now you're eating this crap food and it's starting to put weight on you and you find that you need time to rest between workouts. Guys, as our bodies change, it's going to affect all aspects of our lives, including in the bedroom. In fact, 52% of men are going to suffer from erectile dysfunction at some time in their lives. Guys, ED is a problem that you don't have to deal with by yourself, and that's why I'm introducing you to Roman, the paid sponsor of today's video, and I absolutely love what these guys are doing. Gentlemen, Roman makes dealing with erectile dysfunction easy. You can handle everything discreetly, and there's no waiting rooms, no awkward face-to-face conversations, or uncomfortable trips to the pharmacy. To get started, go to getroman.com/RMRS and first, fill out a brief set of questions. Second, chat with a licensed U.S. physician who can diagnose erectile dysfunction. Third, get FDA-approved ED meds delivered to your door in discreet, unmarked packaging. For a free online visit, go to getroman.com/RMRS or click on the link in the description box below. Again, that's getroman.com/RMRS for a free online kit. Next up, how to deal with an awkward situation that's created when you say something you probably shouldn't have said, when you put your foot in your mouth. You start talking about someone and you don't think that they're listening and they actually hear what you just said. You talk about something very emotionally and you say something you didn't really mean. So the first step in recovering when you stick your foot in your mouth is to ask, was it intentional or was it unintentional? If it was unintentional, you can go with a lighter apology. This is something, okay, I cussed in front of somebody's kid. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You can move on. You're done. But, you know, if it's something that you said something in anger and it was very hurtful to this person, or if you were talking about someone behind their back, but they actually heard it, then no, you need to probably be straight up. You need to give them a deeper apology. Next up, let's talk about how to deal with socially awkward situations that arise whenever you're meeting and engaging with people for the first time. So let's say you're at a networking event. You see someone across the room, you think you know them. You wave at them, you get up closer and you realize, I do not know this person. What do you do? At this point, you're already on the way. You might as well start talking with them and engage with them. Maybe even tell them, hey, I thought you were somebody else, but hey, tell me a little bit about yourself. You start to engage in the conversation. Now, other times you may come up to a group of people and you're expecting for them to open up the circle to let you in, but they're not. It's been 15, 20 seconds. So what do you do after this awkward, embarrassing pause? You simply ask, may I join your conversation? Now, what happens whenever you put your hand out and you go for a handshake and you get a bad handshake? You could start the handshake over. So that's something that maybe you gave an embarrassingly bad handshake. Let me start this over. I want to give you a better handshake. Now, at this point, you're 5 minutes into the conversation and you realize, I forgot their name. This was someone that gave you their name earlier. What do you do? Again, if it's a business networking event, you've got an advantage here. Business cards are going everywhere. Ask for their business card. And when you get their business card, keep it out so that you can remember. Now, if it's something that they don't have a business card, hey, can you put your contact information in my phone? I would like to follow up with you here after this event. So they enter it right there. Boom, you get it. Another way, just suck it up and simply ask them again, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Can you tell it to me again? There's nothing wrong with doing this. Next up, let's talk about how to deal with the embarrassingly awkward situation of you being late. Now, if you are late, what to do about this? The first thing is to let somebody know that you're going to be late. Send a text, send a message, let them know that you are not going to be there at the appointed time. Next up, when you arrive, let them know the reason. People want to understand why you have chosen to be late. And third, examine, is this a habit? I know it's something that happens with people, that they start falling into a habit of being late. So this next set of awkward situations all revolve around the bathroom. First up, when you're in the bathroom, it's not a place for deep conversations. Now, if you see someone you know, you can acknowledge, you can say hi, but you want to get in, get out. Now let's talk about what happens when you fail to close your zipper. When you notice, that's when you want to zip it up. Hopefully you're not revealing to the world your underwear color. I do find that that is an advantage of wearing a jacket, is usually, and this has happened to me, up on stage, yes, and it's something, hey, the jacket covers me pretty well. All right, so the awkward situation of you were really drunk at a party and said and did things that you probably shouldn't have done. How to deal with this situation. So first up, being drunk is not an excuse. You made a conscious decision, drink after drink, to get drunk. So you are responsible for whatever happened at this point. You want to apologize and you want to look to examine, why are you doing this? Why are you putting yourself in these situations where this could be hurting your career? If it's social and if it's controlled, to each his own. So these next embarrassingly awkward situations, they occur when you're eating a meal. And the first one is you're talking with someone and you spit food right out of your mouth onto them. This happened to me, yes, just the other day, and I was so embarrassed. We just made light of it. We made jokes because that happens. So what about when you knock over that glass and you spill wine, you spill water all over the table and sometimes on somebody else? Again, you apologize. You take the action. Sometimes the waiter or the waitress, they are not around. So guess what? You need to get up and you need to deal with the situation. I've had to do this. I just simply get up. I go to the back room. I simply ask for a towel. I'm not waiting for someone to come help us. I'm taking charge of the situation. Next up, do I have something in my teeth? Don't be afraid to actually take your phone, turn it on selfie mode, and to check if you're worried, if you have something in your teeth. No one's going to care. Maybe go to the bathroom, check that way. And if you have none of that, then simply just ask the person next to you, hey, do I have anything in my teeth if you're worried about it, or you're eating food that something could get lodged in there. And what about the embarrassing situation in which you start eating and you look around and you realize nobody else is eating? So if that's the case, then you need to stop, because it could be that these people want to say grace. They want to give thanks for their food. It could also be that not everyone has been served. Let's say you got 6 people at that table. You want to wait for everyone to be served. If someone's food has taken a long time to get to them, you simply want to ask permission. Do you mind if I go ahead and get started? Then in that case, you could start to eat. Now, boom, you go to pay for your meal and your credit card is rejected. What to do? Guys, this happens to all of us. I was just in London. My credit card was rejected because I was traveling and I didn't let the company know. Make sure to have a backup. I like to have at least 2 credit card backups. I also like to carry cash. But what if you don't have cash? What if you don't have backups? Actually, most restaurants, they actually simply have a system where they're going to take your information and they will send you an invoice. They're not going to throw you in the back and make you do dishes. Next up, how to recover from the awkward situation of not being prepared. This matters more with a team than it does with an individual. But when it's a group, you need to understand, you need to come clean. You need to let people know what's going on. You need to talk to your team. If you don't let that person know who's expecting you to talk on that stage, to present, to have those slides, if you don't have it ready, you're doing it last minute, you're going to bring down their entire event, their entire conference. So you got to make sure, if you are not prepared and a team or people are depending on you, you got to come clean. You got to let them know what's going on. So hopefully they can help you. And at worst case, you can just simply bow out. All right, gentlemen, now it's your turn. I want to hear from you down in the comments about embarrassing situations, how you overcome them, what your secrets are. What did I miss? What could I have added to this video? Let me know down below. And if you like this video, click on that like button. If you're new to Real Men Real Style, click on that subscribe button. And if you want to start your day off great, you want to have the perfect morning routine, I've got you covered. Check out this video right here, the perfect morning routine. Now, I have to admit, I don't follow this every morning, but I try. I strive for it. And I think you're going to enjoy this video right here. And guys, don't forget to check out Roman. I'm linking to him down in the description. You can get a free online visit. Just have to go to getroman.com/RMRS or click on the link in the description down below. Again, that's getroman.com/RMRS for a free online visit. That's it, gentlemen. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.